firstly, we have Anna, who's going to demonstrate to us Google Play Books.
Hi everyone, this is Anna G. I'm just going to pop in for a minute to tell you about an ebook reader I use. Okay, I'm going to talk about Playbooks. Playbooks is the book reading app developed by Google. We can use it to read ebooks and audiobooks. But today I'm going to talk about the ebook feature only. I'm going to keep this really short and simple because the app is buggy and my goal is to help you read your books. To get started, you need to go to the Play Store, search for and install Playbooks by Google Inc. Next, you need some books. You can get them from the Play Store. Go into the Play Store, run your finger across the bottom edge of the screen where you find tabs like games, apps, movies, etc. Books is the one on the far right. You can also get books from the Playbooks app. Open the Playbooks app. The Playbooks home screen has a row of tabs across the bottom. They are Home, Library, and Shop. Shop is on the far right. Whether you tap Books in the Play Store or Shop in the Playbooks app, you wind up on the same screen. It's the Books section of the Play Store. Tabs across the top of the screen cover different genres. Swipe through them. Eventually you get to free books. Tap to find one you can work with. Options range from public domain classics to self-published, so choose carefully. Tap the title of the book you want. Tap Get for Free if you're going through the free books, or tap the price. One thing to keep in mind as you're selecting a book is that it's a good idea to tap the About ebook item. This gives you useful information like a synopsis of the book and publishing details. It also tells you whether the book is original or flowing text. Flowing text means that the file actually does contain text, so font can be adjusted and the screen reader can read what's on the page. Original means that the book is made up of pictures of pages. Android seems to run OCR on original books, so TalkBack can usually read it, but there are obvious scanning errors. Okay, let's set up the book. Open the Playbooks app. You're on the home screen. The top half of the screen has any books you're currently reading. The bottom half of the screen has ads for books you might want to read. Across the bottom are the Home, Library, and Shop tabs we mentioned earlier. Tap Library to find your book. Beside each title is an Options button. Tap it to download your book onto your device. Now we're finally ready to read. Once your book is downloaded, you can open it by tapping the title on the Playbooks home screen. Double tapping in the general center of the screen with the book open toggles between skim mode and reading mode. Reading mode shows a picture of the page with a progress bar at the bottom. Skim mode has some controls so you can move through the book. Across the top are icons for exiting the book, checking out display settings, and more options. Across the middle are previous page, open current page, and next page. And across the bottom are go to table of contents, go to bookmarks if you have any, a progress bar, and an icon that tells you what page you're on. To read a book, double tap the general center of the screen so that you're in reading mode. Then touch the area at the bottom, right above the progress bar, or at the top, right below the notification bar. Finding the right area is tricky, but once you get the hang of it, you don't miss. To go to the next or previous page, swipe left or right with 2 fingers, as if you were turning the page on a physical book. The app does remember where you stop reading, so the next time you open your book, you're in the right place. There's obviously a lot more to this app, but this is enough to get you started.
Playbooks is obviously one of the commercial apps. Google sells quite a few books itself, as do some of the other ones we'll talk about in a minute. Warren, do you use Google Playbooks much?
I used Google Playbooks, and for a while, I was kind of a little bit angry with Playbooks. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a total Google fanboy. There are certain things that I don't like. And so for a while, I wasn't buying so many things on the Playbooks because some things that we've been asking Google to do and they didn't do it. I wanted to be able to, set a different TTS to use with my Playbooks as to using my system-wide TTS engine. Now, of course, of recent, Google has introduced the ability or capability to use their own voices, high-quality voices that are online voices. So we could have access to that. So I'm kind of beginning to love Playbooks again. And so I use Playbooks, and I find that there are a lot of nice books on there, and last week I think I bought a couple books on Playbooks. So yeah, I use Playbooks.
Excellent.